Greetings, mystery lovers, and welcome to I Read the Best Mystery. Sherlock Holmes and Jack the Ripper are often conflated with one another since they're both associated with British crime in the 1880s. We've seen the Holmes model transferred to the Old West in the form of cowboy detectives Big Red and Old Red of the Holmes on the Range series, and as we'll see in The Crack in the Lens by Steve Hawkinsmith, there's a place for the Ripper on the Lonesome Prairie too. As always, hit like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for more of the best mysteries, and let me know down in the comments of any great mysteries you'd like me to cover. Of course, there will be no spoilers because I'm not the bad guy here. In The Crack in the Lens, we take a surprising peek behind Old Red's crusty exterior. It seems that 5 years earlier, when he worked on a ranch near the town of San Marcos, Texas, Old Red had a sweetheart amongst the local working girls. Plans to marry Gertie and settle down were destroyed when she was brutally murdered. Heartbroken, Old Red moved on. But now Big Red has come into some money, having sold an account of his and Old Red's adventures to a publisher back east. With cash in hand, the brothers are able to visit San Marcos in an effort to settle Old Red's unfinished business, namely solving Gertie's murder. But of course, hostile townies and a pervasive atmosphere of dread will make that anything but easy. And of course, there's still a murderer out there, preying on the remaining girls in the local cat house. One of the trademarks of Steve Hawkinsmith's writing is a sense of humor that ranges from light gray to jet black, but always with an undercurrent of melancholy. I mentioned in a previous review that The Black Dove is the saddest of the Holmes on the Range books. The Crack in the Lens is a close second. As you know from earlier in the series, most of the Amlingmeyer family was wiped out by smallpox and a massive flood. In one poignant moment, Old Red regards the working girls of San Marcos and reflects on the fact that if his sisters had been the ones to survive, instead of him and Big Red, they would likely be forced to get by in the only way they could. The Crack in the Lens is also the scariest of the Holmes on the Range books, tapping a fear of predatory murder that found its popular genesis with Jack the Ripper, but persists to this day in untold numbers of infamous serial killers in both true crime and fiction. We will always be fascinated by the monsters among us. If you want to pick up your own copy of The Crack in the Lens, there's a link in the description. Thanks for listening and stay mysterious.